Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. I've done a couple of these before. I don't know how well this one's going to look. It reminds me of something from school that I really hated. But for my future, it's something that I really think I could love in the future. Let's see what it is. We're going to make this thing, set this up. Let's see what it is. It says Cool Curves. It's a math set. Pencil hasn't been used. Obviously, it looks like. I think it's a pencil. Yeah, it is a pencil. I can see it. It's a pencil. It's maths. I hated math when I was at school. I really did. It was no fun. I couldn't do it very well. So this is almost a B6 in length and vertical, and a bit longer than bit B5 in vertical. Not good with math, folks. But basically I hated this subject at school. It was something I just didn't like. And it's mathematical, trying to set this stupid equipment up. I try my best, folks, even though math was never a subject I was terribly good at. I was no good at it, folks. Having brain damage at birth, caught around your neck, you can't learn this shit easily. And maths used to cause me a lot of, I think we've got too big, but basically it caused me too much, it caused me loads of anger and frustration, this topic. I really hated it. I just couldn't do it properly. I really wish, and that's still too, this is getting really mathematical here. But basically it's a topic I really hated at school, and it's important now because my future as a CEO rides on this, because one day I'll be designing copier systems, or I'll at least be contributing a large part to the copier systems of the future that are going to be made really well. And to build a copier system, of course, you're going to have to need some pretty good math behind it. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You got to have it. If you don't have maths in your good mathematical design, how are you supposed to make it work? Everything hinges on correct mathematical equations and shit. No, it does. You can't have it without that. You need good math to make a good copier. It's like anything, everything needs to be calculated right, or you won't even have power coming to this equipment. It's not going to work. Plugging it into the wall, it's going to fuck up. At worst, at best, it's not going to work at all. At worst, it can cause a fucking house fire, or building fire, if it's not properly designed. You don't want a fucking building fire. What's the point? You need a machine that works, that's going to do a good job, and you can't do that if you haven't got the right math. All the electricals, the electronics, the mechanicals, the everything. It's probably more mathematical than most things that are going to be designed. So you need your math. I used to hate it. I hated maths. I really did. I fucking hated it. But now I have to see it's a part of my future as a person that's going to be not just running a company that builds the best copier systems on earth, these copier systems, I've got to basically, I want to involve myself in the design process. I want to be there on the factory floor. I want to be there in the lab. I want to do heaps of shit related to the future of copier design. Good copier design, the best. So maths has got to be a friend. And I'm also wanting to become a scientist. And I'm actually come to the conclusion that I'd like to also become a mathematician. And that looks really bright and clear. I do think these look muddy. I think we can use this. I think but basically, I see math as an extremely important piece of important tool in my work. Of course, you've got to know that maths is extremely important. Of course, I was hopeless at maths at school because of my disability, because I had a cord around my neck and I came out feet first. And how am I supposed to overcome this disability and become a mathematician and become a CEO and a scientist and a person who contributes to the design of the copier systems that I'll be promoting, or should I say marketing? Well, basically they will have electronics that'll help fix the brain damage. They're known as neuroprosthetics. Bit of a mouthful, folks. They're known as neuroprosthetics, and they're electronics that are supposed to replace broken parts of a human brain function. And I look forward to the day when they have that kind of technology to help people like myself be the best that they can, even though I'm disabled, to basically break down the barriers. Just like a wheelchair is a boon to someone who can't walk, and I've just done this around the wrong way. So that's the wrong way. I forgot to switch on the mirror image. But basically, what can I say? Sorry, folks, I'm just got a little bit tongue-tied at the moment, folks. It happens. I think we're going to go make it a positive image again. But basically, but I do look forward to the day when they have these neuroprosthetic parts to help fix the brain damage. I really need to make a difference in this world. I don't want to be disabled and not be able to do something, because I really feel I've got plenty to offer to the world of science and technology. Science, technology, engineering and math. STEM. I really want to make a difference to these topics in STEM. We're going to do this. I want to make a difference, and I can't do it until they have the technology to fix the damage that had happened at birth. I really miss someone as well. I'm trying to get in touch with a loved one. Yeah, that too. But that's another story, because we're nearly finished this demo. But maths is an extremely important topic, and don't try, if you're in school and you want to give it up, if you're not disabled, don't give it up. It's an extremely important tool. It could be your future riding on it. Anyway, that's come up looking a treat. I think now we can call this math demo quits.